From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Andrew Adams.
This is another one of those mornings where I think a lot of us just want to stay in bed a little bit longer, stay nice and warm because it is cold still across most of the United States. Wind chills in the teens, single digits, below zero for a large chunk of the upper Great Plains and toward the Great Lakes, even into New York. Look at that. New York City feels like 12 degrees below zero, 6 below in Boston, down in Orlando. Even Florida's feeling cold. Feels like 25 down there. We've got over 2,000 miles of wind chill advisories. That does extend all the way into the South Florida Peninsula, which means iguanas can fall from trees. You'll probably see some of that on Twitter or Facebook later today. If iguanas get cold, they're cold-blooded. They'll kind of seize up and fall out of palm trees, and they're fine. They'll wake back up once they warm up, but it's just a funny thing that happens. Very quiet across the central United States today and tomorrow. The really brutal cold is going to lift off to the north. We're going to stay chilly through the weekend, but some of us will be able to be in the 40s, even 50s for a corner of the state tomorrow for our Christmas. We'll take a look at what corner that is. Another corner of the state, a little bit less warm. A very weak front moves through as we begin the work week. That will make for a chillier morning Tuesday, but Tuesday afternoon temperatures will rebound and then continue to rebound as we head through the middle of the week. We're looking at, almost dropped the clicker there, temperatures getting up in the 50s and 60s by the time we get into Wednesday and Thursday, even Friday. But Friday, chance for rain does re-enter the picture, so something that we're going to keep an eye on as we head toward the new year, because we get to the new year and then look at this. We got kind of a gap between systems here as we ring in 2023 Saturday night, and maybe some extra mountain snow. They've been getting pummeled with snow out in the mountains for the early season, which has been great for them, and fortunately we didn't get too pummeled with snow here in Oklahoma. Some of us got more than others. Here in Oklahoma City, 0.3 of an inch. You'll notice some of it still hanging around on the grass and in some shady areas. As far as Christmas snow goes, since 1893, let's wrap our head around this. On Christmas Day itself, we've only seen 7.9 cumulative inches of snow. The widest we had, and this was snow that mainly fell before Christmas, was 14 inches on the ground. The highest snow total on one Christmas Day was 6.5 inches over a century ago. Here's Christmas Day tomorrow. No snow. If you see it, it's probably still in the shade or on the grass, and we get back above freezing tomorrow afternoon, pushing 40 here in Oklahoma City, and a lot of sunshine to go along with it. Here is some of that snow on sidewalks, on the grass, on still some roofs, and in the shade. That's our downtown cam on our Pike Pass Sky Cam network. 12 the current temperature. Fortunately, winds aren't super high, so that makes wind chills barely tolerable because it is really cold outside. Teens across the state, some single digits holding on to the northwest in the panhandle. Those will steadily warm, but wind chills, man, I mean, we're still single digits across the state, and a couple of wind chills popping up below zero. So very, very cold. As we go through the rest of the afternoon and we do warm up today, pretty close to freezing, we will notice wind chills in the 20s, but fortunately, not as just completely miserable as we had been the last couple of days, and also winds today a lot lighter than the last couple of days. Notice about 4 to 12 miles per hour out west, 3 to 9 out to the east, where we do have a wind shift coming. A south wind arrives today. That's going to help us warm up over the next few afternoons. Mid-30s to the southwest today, mid-20s north, and low 20s still in the northeast. So a spread of cooler and colder temperatures across the state. Overnight, cold again. Can't really word it another way. We're back into the teens, and a few communities to the north could be in the single digits, looking at 9 in Enid, 8 in Ponca City. So a cold one for Santa as he comes through. And then tomorrow, nicer, an improvement. 39 Oklahoma City, 34 in Ponca City, some 40s all across the west, and there's the 50s out in the panhandle. So that is great to see. We are stepping things back up in the temperature department. 40s arrive statewide. Everyone gets them on Monday, and then some 60s. Why not to ring in the new year next year? Yeah, that's right. Sunday, not too bad, 51.